Do you feel like moving away?
Hi, you guest starred on Supernatural in season 5. I was wondering if you could tell us a bit about that. Were they nice to you? Did they pick on you?
They're really nice guys. And we're all Dallas Cowboys fans. We had a good time talking about that. We're both from Texas. Really good guys to work with. You know, after 5 years of the show, they still get along really well. They're like, you know, they're like little kids kind of thing, but they're, you know, very, very professional in their approach, but they're still having a lot of fun, which is rare. In terms of having fun, they both kicked my ass on that show. But what's funny is I didn't know how yoked up Jared had gotten. Like when they started Supernatural, Jared was kind of a beanpole, right? Now he's not. He's like 6'5" and he's like 230 pounds or something. They cover him up well on the show. But he's like built. There's a sequence that was written in the script where we're supposed to get in this fight, and at some point he grabs my wife, and then I jump on him, and we start fighting a little bit more. And it was such a small set, and he's such a big dude that I went and grabbed him at one point, and he kind of like picked me up. And in rehearsal, I kind of went back down. I'm like, okay. And he said, how about, you know, when he came charging at me, he sort of ran me into the wall, and then he said, well, how about when I grab your wife, that's when you jump on me. And it was a small set, whatever, there was another fight going on as well, and I sort of said, no, I'm good, man, run me to the wall, I'll stay down. Makes sense to me, because what the hell am I gonna do? So yeah, that was, they were a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to shoot and make some good friends on that, so it was cool.
Over here at the back, I've got well, a couple of questions. The first one is that Series 3 episode, I can't recall what it's called, it's the one where Colonel O'Neill and Teal'c are caught in a time loop that repeats.
Window of opportunity.
What was that? One thing I want to know, it began episode where they're in the cafeteria, and Dr. Jackson has asked some question and he's wanting to know what Colonel O'Neill thinks. What was actually the question?
Everybody always wants to know that question. That's kind of funny.
And the second question is with Claudia Black when she appeared, and I thought she was quite great, very different from her character in Farscape. I found it quite funny to watch how her character Vela Malgran always seemed to be in hot pursuit of Dr. Jackson, and he was sort of basically playing hard to get. What did you think of that? Because I thought it was quite funny the way she was sort of seemed to be pursuing him, and he sort of seemed to be like trying to get away as fast as he could.
Yeah, well, Claudia felt it was very implausible that I wouldn't be interested in her. No, I'm just kidding. To answer your first question, window of opportunity, what was the question? Everybody always wants to know the answer to that. It was never a worked out question beforehand. It was never like a scripted question. It was always meant to be implied and fill in the blank as you wish. I always find it funny that it actually created that level of interest. If you don't know what I'm talking about, a window of opportunity when he keeps coming back to his time loop and O'Neill's there eating his Fruit Loops in the cafeteria, Daniel's always saying to him, that just happens to be the way I feel about it. What do you think? And it was never worked out what that question was going to be. So I worked something out, but I'm not telling you. And in terms of working with Claudia and that dynamic and relationship, it was a lot of fun. Claudia is fantastic, and how she approached that, she just has a ball. Claudia's always, I think what she really enjoyed about playing that character compared to what she did on Farscape was she enjoyed the comedic aspects to it, and bringing that, at the same time being able to switch that off and bring the gravitas to the character. And I just had one of the stories that she always tells that was absolutely true is that the first day, actors are used to sort of working independently, especially in the film and television world, because you can work with some people who are very selfish, and you sort of have to learn to sort of stick up for yourself and protect yourself. You can't be too generous with some people, and you can't be too selfish either. You have to sort of feel the other person out and whatever. So, the first day I'm working with her, she came up to me and said, "So, what do you want to accomplish for your character, and how can I help in this episode?" It was before we started, and I went, Thank you. Because it's something that's just not commonly done. Most people are kind of standoffish a little bit, like, hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Yeah, I'm just going to do this thing. Because they either were awkward or were competitive, or there's something weird going on there, or we just don't know what's appropriate to ask because you've never met the other person. And for her just to take that chance, ask that question, and mean it, and follow through, and that was what she spent the entire series doing when we worked together, is just working out how we were going to work something out and work something through, and she was a great partner to play off of. So I had a wonderful time working with Claudia. She's fantastic.